Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Hello grade 9 students for another video lessons in mathematics. Okay, so in this video, magsasolve naman tayo ng mga worded problem regarding or involving quadratic equations. So, to be more specific, yung sasolve natin ngayon is all about number problem. Okay, let's read the problem. Find an integer or integers, find an integer or find integers such that twice its square is equal to 72. So, bago tayong mag-solve ng mga ganitong problem, importante na i-analyze muna natin yung mga problem bago tayo mag-jump into solving. Okay, let us first identify. Sabi ito, maghahanap daw tayo ng integer or mga integers na kapag kinuha natin yung twice nung square nila or kapag in-square natin yon tapos multiply natin sa 2, ang magiging sagot ay 72. So, para mas maintindihan natin kung paano ba sinosolve, let's have a representations. So, paano yung representations? Representations will put it in variable form. Okay. So, let x be an integer. Okay, let x be an integer. So, any integer, it could be a positive or a negative number. Okay, then afterwards, form tayo ng equation. So alam natin na ang x ay integer, and then magpo-form tayo ng equation. Okay, so sabi natin kanina, we have to find the number na kapag kinuha natin yung square times 2, ang sagot ay 72. So sabi natin, kukunin natin yung twice nung number or integer, yung integer natin yung x, yung square nun must be equal to 72. Okay. So, nagkaroon tayo ng 2. Itong 2 na ito ay yun yung twice. Yung x, ito yung integer. Yung 2 na, raised to 2 naman, yun yung square. So, na-write na natin siya. Okay? Then, afterwards, pwede na tayong mag-solve. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to divide both sides by 2 para ma-cancel yung 2 natin. So, cancel na siya. Then, afterwards, so meron na lang tayong x squared. 72 divided by 2 is 36. Okay. They are both perfect squares. So, kung mapapansin nyo, pwede natin i-apply yung unang lesson natin sa solving quadratic equations, which is extracting the square root. So, pwede natin kuhanin yung square root ng both sides. So, we have cancel na to. So, meron na lang tayong x. 36, square root of 36 is plus or minus 6. Ayan. So, meron tayong dalawa. So, x is positive 6 and x is negative 6. So, pwede natin ngayong i-substitute doon sa ating equation na nagawa para malaman natin kung tama yung nakuha nating sagot. Okay. To check, substitute natin dito sa equation natin na yan. So, yung una nating substitute ay yung positive 6. So, we have 2 times positive 6 square equals 72. So, 2 times 6 times 6 is 36 equals 72. 2 times 36 is 72, which is also equal to 72. So, tama. How about negative 6? So, 2 times negative 6 square equals negative 72. Positive 72. Negative 6 square is positive 36 equals 72. 2 times 36 is 72 equals 72. So, tama. Equal siya. Okay. Let's proceed dun sa ating another problem. So, yung problem number 2 naman natin is still a number problem but deals with consecutive number problem. Okay. So, yung question niya ay find the consecutive integers such that the sum of their squares is 145. So, the first thing that we need to do is to identify yung mga terms. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng consecutive? When we say consecutive, these are the numbers na magkakasunod. Let's say, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are consecutive numbers. Okay, so lagay natin dito yung mga example ng consecutive numbers. So, pwede siyang 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ayan, mga consecutive numbers yung mga yan. Integers, it can be negative or a positive number. So, pwede siyang negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Basta magkakasunod. And then, kapag naman sum, ay ipag-a-add natin. At kapag namang square, i-raise natin sa 2 or i-add natin yung squares nung dalawang magkasunod na number at dapat daw ang sum nila ay 145. Okay. So, isolve na natin. Okay. So, bago tayo pala mag-solve, identify muna natin itong ating consecutive numbers. So, kapag consecutive numbers, let's say for example, i-represent natin yung x as 1. Ibig sabihin, para maging 2 si x, we must have x plus 1. Okay. Para maging 3 naman siya, x plus 2. Para maging 4, x plus 3. Para maging 5, x plus 4. So, substitute natin yung 1 kay x. So, yung x, since 1 na siya, automatic 1. Yung x, palitan natin ng 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So, alam na natin kung paano natin nire-represent yung equation in finding consecutive numbers. Okay. So, let's put it in representations. Ayan. So, representations natin. So, we have let x, since consecutive numbers natin, let's say for example, eto yan, magkasunod sila. So, let x be equal to the first integer at yung kasunod ng x ay x plus 1 and x plus 1 be the second integer. Okay. So, lagay na natin siya into equation para makapag-solve na tayo. So, yung equation niya, sabi natin kanina, kapag kinuha natin yung sum ng square ng dalawang integer na yon, ang sagot ay 145. So, yung square ng x ay x squared. Add natin siya dun sa square ni x plus 1, which is x plus 1 quantity square, which is equal to 145. Afterwards, expand lang natin si x plus 1. So, magiging x squared plus square the first term, which is x squared. 2 times the product of the first and last term. So, 2 times x times 1 is positive 2x. And then, square the last term. So, 1 times 1 is positive 1 equals 145. So, the next thing, simplify further natin. So, pwede natin i-add tong dalawa na to. So, we have 2x squared. 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. And then, lipat natin ngayon sa kabila si 145. So, instead na plus siya, magiging minus 145 equals 0. So, simplify further. So, we have 2x squared plus 2x. 1 minus 145 is negative 144 equals 0. So, kung mapapansin nyo, they are all divisible by 2. So, we can divide them all by 2. So, divide them by 2. Yan. So, cancel na to. Ang matitira na lang ay x squared. Cancel na din yon. Ang matitira na lang ay positive x. Yung negative 144 divided by 2 is negative 72. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Okay, then afterwards, factor na natin siya. So ngayon, iisip tayo ng dalawang number na kapag pinag-multiply natin, ang sagot ay negative 72. Pag pinag-add naman natin, ang sagot ay positive 1. So ano yung dalawang number na yon? We have, of course, we have positive 9 and negative 8. So lagay natin dito, positive 9, negative 8. Because positive 9 times negative 8 is negative 72, and positive 9 plus negative 8 is positive 1. Ayan. So, since na-factor na natin siya, i-equate natin ngayon i-equate natin sila both factor by 0. So, we have x plus 9 equals 0, and then x minus 8 equals 0. Since we're solving for x sub 1 here, x sub 1 transpose 9, it will become negative 9. So, yun yung una nating integer. Yung pangalawa naman nating integer ay x sub 2, isolate transpose negative 8 will become positive 8. Ayan, okay. So, meron na tayong dalawang value ng x. Para lagay natin dito, we have negative 9 and positive 8. So, dito, erase na lang natin. Negative 9 and positive 8. So, x sub 1 is negative 9. X sub 2 is equal to positive 8. O since eto na yung dalawa natin, kukunin naman natin ngayon yung kasunod nilang number. So, sabi natin, yung kasunod ng x, x plus 1. So, we have negative 9 plus 1, which is equal to negative 8. Ito naman, x plus 1 is equal to 8 plus 1, which is equal to 9. So, alam natin na yung una nating set ng integers, ang value pala nila could be negative 9 and negative 8, yung dalawang consecutive integers, or 8 and 9. Alam natin na ang negative 9 and negative 8 ay magkasunod na number or magkasunod na integers. Yung 8 and 9 ay also magkasunod na integers. So, para ma-solve natin yan, ma-check natin kung tama yung sagot natin, i-substitute natin. So, sabi natin kanina, yung dalawang number daw, kapag kinuha natin yung square at pinag-add natin, dapat ang magiging sagot niya ay 145. So, yung una nating number ay negative 9. So, solve muna natin ito. Check natin tong part na to. So, we have negative 9 square. Pag in-add daw natin sa square ni negative 8, ang sagot ay 145. So, negative 9 times negative 9 is 81. Plus, negative 8 times negative 8 is 64, which is equal to 145. 81 plus 64 is 145, equals 145. So, check. Tama yung una nating sagot. Pangalawa, we have 8 and 9. So, 8 square daw plus 9 square is equal to 145. 8 square is 64 plus 9 square is 81 is equal to 145. 64 plus 81 is 145 equals 145. So, tama yung sagot natin. Thank you for watching.